It's 1 minute and 25 seconds now before we start.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Elliot Feldman. Welcome to Halmstad, Sweden for the 2018 World Open Powerlifting Championships. Here is our Special Olympics segment. We try to do it every year. Done it every year, I believe, since 2012. You're going to see some very, very, very strong lifters here. Guys, part of the reason that we do this is that we're trying to build interest in Special Olympics. This part of our community really benefits from the training and the life skills that they learn in powerlifting. And indeed, some of these lifters, or most of them right now, are competing in traditional powerlifting competitions. In the U.S., we have Steve Gassert, who has come in first place. He's won our bench press nationals as a teenager. He's the North American champion. He has come in, I believe, second in Classic Worlds. He came in the sub-junior 66 kilo. He took the silver medal in this last year's 6th World Classic Championships. So these athletes can compete on the same exact stage as all of the other athletes, and we're trying to build this program up and attract as many people to this as possible. And if you're a referee, if you're a coach, find Special Olympics in your area, whatever country that you're in, and volunteer to help. You'll find out that you get a lot of love and support because the community knows that you're there to help them. First up, Adrian McGee, USA. Here we go. Looks easy. Let's see what the referees say. Here we go. 3 white lights.
Loading the bar with 105.
So Adrian
on the bar,
was brought into the sport by Maxwell, who was brought into the sport by Dion Thomas, which is exactly the way almost all powerlifters are brought into the sport. The idea is you nurture somebody, and then they nurture somebody, and they nurture somebody, and this is no different. Right now, Daniel McGauley's up.
1 minute. Here he comes.
Danny is so excited to be here. His mom was trying to take him to breakfast the other day, and he tried to follow me and one of the other referees here. So his favorite food here, the thing he likes the best about Swedish food, is bacon and onion pizza. His favorite lifts are the deadlift and the squat. Kind of like me, I can understand that. And he took 2 gold medals at the Commonwealth Games in London. He took.
Good job, Daniel.
See what the referees say. There you go, 3 white lights. And he took 4 medals in South Africa.
127.5 kgs on the bar. Dion, Thomas.
And in the Sheffield Summer Games, he took silver. So he's a very, very talented athlete, being coached by Dean Bowering, who's one of the GB coaches. I mean, the idea is that these athletes can do what all the other athletes can do. There's not really a difference in training them or taking care of them or working with them, and they can succeed tremendously. Again, you know, going back to Steve Gassert, he's kind of what we would call mainstreamed, but he has been taking a silver medal at Worlds and could win a gold medal. Right now, Dion Thomas, he's kind of the grandfather of Special Olympics powerlifting in the U.S. He's brought a lot of people in, as I said before. He brought Maxwell into the sport. He's only 2 years older than Lewis, but Lewis calls him Papa.
Oh, sorry.
Dion just sat back. He's not happy with that at all.
No lift. Round of applause.
He'll come back and get that.
27.5 kgs on the bar. Record for Maxwell, USA.
And look at this, guys. A 227.5 kilo opener for Maxwell. It's 501 pounds. I mean, this is a big squat. I don't care. Special Olympics, non-Special Olympics.
Balloon 1 minute, Lewis Maxwell, USA.
I mean, he wants a big number today, too. And wait till you see this guy deadlift. He pulls over 300 kilos. And the standards that we hold these athletes to are exactly the same standards to which we hold the other athletes here at the World Open Championship in Halmstad, Sweden. Really is a pleasure being around these athletes. I mean, everybody here is happy because it's just a great sport and a great family. Wow, look at how easy that is. And, you know, that was 227.5. They're probably going to take a big jump for him here. I think he wants to go 270 today. You can see how easy it is, the depth. Look at that. And that is perfect form. Yeah, and both Lewis and Dion Thomas are coaching other athletes. Dion Thomas went to the IPF coaching clinics in Malaga, Spain, and he is now an official certified IPF coach, and he's out there coaching and preaching powerlifting. This is what we want from people. So Adrian missed that 95. It was easy for him. I got 105 on the bar. You know, and part of this is that, you know, the coaching staff of the USA said, look, this is training for life. That the discipline that goes into this helps these Special Olympians. It helps everybody. I think anybody who gets involved in this sport becomes more stable, more disciplined. There's a continuity from week to week, from month to month, from year to year. It just helps in life in general, but it especially helps these Special Olympians. Looks like Adrian might be timing out here.
Time. We're gonna reload the bar for the second round.
So we add a minute at the end of the rounds. I didn't realize there were so few athletes in here. So if we have fewer than 6 athletes in any discipline, we add a minute at the end of the round. Still is very, 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 very quick. All right, so now we're loading for Adrian McGee, who, as we said before, was brought into the sport by Lewis Maxwell. Yeah, and I told you they're on the way to go to 270 probably. So Lewis nailed 227.5. He's put in 255 kilos for his second. Right now, Adrian McGee's coming out 105 kilos on the bar. Adrian is a cabinet maker. He makes furniture, works in the woodworking shop. Very, very talented. And right here, we're going to watch him squat 105. That's 231 pounds. So for those of you at home that train on standard plates, he just squatted 2 big plates on each side. Look at how low he gets, how flexible he is. All right, Danny McGauley's up now. Great Britain, coached by Dean Bowen. Look how excited he is here. All he wants to talk about is powerlifting here.
Following 1 minute. Daniel, McGauley, Great Britain. Thomas.
These athletes can succeed at a high level, and the sooner we get them into our program, the better it is for them, just like powerlifting in general. but they enjoy it. They get to travel all over the world. The biggest thing hurting these athletes and holding them back is not their families, is not the competition, it's not anything. It's awareness of how great this sport is and how good it is for people.
On up. Good fighting, Daniel. Yes.
There we go, 3 white lights. So Dion Thomas is up now, USA 127.5.
281 pounds for Dion Thomas, USA.
And he's going to look towards, his big thing is the deadlift. He loves the deadlift. He's built for the deadlift, and he's looking for a 227.5 in that range, somewhere between 225 and 230. So we'll settle on 227.5. He wants to get over that 500-pound mark in the deadlift. And his buddy Lewis Maxwell wants to get over 600 pounds in the squat, which is a huge raw squat. There he comes, the godfather of American Special Olympics, Dion Thomas. He's a certified IPF coach, and he's going all over the country helping others.
You can do this, Dion.
Nah, it's just not there for him today. He knows it's not there. They'll figure something out. And these guys compete as intensely as the other athletes. There's no difference here. And there you go. They're not giving anything away. That's a high squat. It was going to be called high. He knew it. He just couldn't get down today. All right, Lewis Maxwell's up now, 250 kilos on the bar.
1 minute, Lewis Maxwell, USA.
And I asked Lewis why he's in this sport, and he says he likes to help folks. But Dion brought him in. Now he brought McGee into the sport, and I told McGee he's got to bring somebody else in, but he loves it. And he said if he's not smiling, others won't smile. So that's kind of the way he goes through life.
Looks so easy, Lewis. So easy.
And the lift is good.
Put the clock on 2 minutes.
There you go.
We're going to have a break now for 2 minutes because there are only 4 lifters.
So we're going to have a break of 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes on the clock to run. So if we have 6 lifters, it's okay. We don't add time. If there's 5 lifters, we add a minute. Here we have 4 lifters, so we add 2 minutes. I mean, going back again, if you're a coach or you're a referee, try and get involved in this. Find out where it is in your area, in your country, in your city, and volunteer to help. If you go to a big Special Olympics event one time, you will be hooked. The energy is just electric, and you will get more thank yous, more accolades for the work you're doing than you get from anywhere else, because the people involved in the community know what you are doing for them, that you are taking time out of your own busy schedule to help them, to work with them, to help build up that program. And like anything else, like any group of pioneers, they're going to take a lot of arrows. They're out there in the front in the wilderness, and they're trying to build this. Guys like Adrian McGee here, Dion Thomas, they're trying to build Special Olympics. They're not just Special Olympians, but they are the builders, the architects, the engineers of getting Special Olympics to be big. But we need more help, guys. We need all of you out there listening to come out. If you know somebody who might be good for this program, find Special Olympics, get them in there. If you're a coach, if you're a referee, even if you're an athlete, you just want to help do anything, cheer them on, help spot and load in the warm-up room. It doesn't matter. Find it. Spend a day working with it. you will feel great about yourself, but you'll feel great about yourself because of what you're doing for others. It's a selfless act, and I love talking to these guys. All right, Adrian McGee's up now. He just didn't have enough weight to get down. I mean, one of the issues Adrian has is with his flexibility. So he went 95, couldn't get down. 105, a little bit deeper, but still very high. And 110 he's putting on. And these spotters and loaders have been here all week. They have done yeoman's work to this point. They have helped out a lot. You see the big gentleman there who just turned around, who's the center. Who's in the center. He bears a striking resemblance to world champion Squat Dobbins, who has designed the light system that we use that you see up here. Bears a striking resemblance, so much so that Scott's mom Instagrammed him a picture of the spotter, and they're now introduced to each other, and they're going to try to meet at the Arnold. That's what powerlifting is about.
Get up. Oh, good job.
There he goes. All right.
Good job.
Got to be happy with that.
Yes.
There you go.
That's a good lift.
And you know, this happens for Dion. I've seen him. The first time I worked with him was 2012. I'm sorry, Adrian. He's gotten consistently better. And there he goes, 95, 105, 110. It's a nice spread there. Dion just is, you know, he's just not getting down today. But Danny McGauley's up from Great Britain.
Thomas. Next
I mean, I'm an enthusiastic, energetic person, talking person. Let me tell you, I can't get a word in edgewise with Danny. He just wants to tell you about everything he's done since he's been here, what he's eaten, what he's seen, how his training is.
Come on, Daniel. Up. Fight. Up.
Wow, that is a heck of a fight there by Danny. Danny McGauley.
Yes.
There you go.
2-1.
2-1. And that's a marginal squat, and they got a marginal call. There you go. They called him for bar dip on one side, and that's kind of what happens. Right there, you can call that a bobble, that the bar went down. Up, that he missed a rack command, too. It's all right. But they call it. They're calling it like they would normally call it. Dion Thomas is up now. He missed his first two at 127.5. Dion Thomas, the godfather of American Special Olympics powerlifting. You know, one of the programs that we're trying to work on worldwide, but specifically I'm helping with in the U.S., is unified powerlifting. So you pair a fully able-bodied athlete with a Special Olympics athlete. They work as a team. You combine their formula score together. Whichever team has the highest wins. So it's a way for them to be within these contests. Not just be within the contest, but be working with a world champion. All right. The crowd goes wild here for Dion. Let's see. 3 white lights, Dion Thomas. Yeah, he comes off happy. Man, he's shaking his head. He's like, why didn't I do that the first time? I mean, he was as high as he was on the second one. He was that low on the third. There you go. You know, and it leaves you thinking sometimes as an athlete, like, why didn't I do that the first time? It's like when your mom tells you to clean the room and you don't, and it gets dirtier and dirtier, and then she yells at you and you clean it up. It's not any more clean than it would have been, but it was a harder way to get there. That's why Dion's smiling when he gets off.
600 pounds.
Here he comes. I told you he was looking for this 270, 272.5. Here it is. This is 600 pounds, 272.5. Big Lewis Maxwell. And this guy is proud of his job, too. He's a certified groundskeeper. He takes great pride in maintaining the areas that he has to.
Come on, up.
Oh, let's see what happened here. Let's see what happened. He gave that a ride. He will get that. But that's what he came here for. He came here for that 272.5. So we're going to take a little bit of a break, 20 minutes break between squat and bench press. But quickly, guys, do not go anywhere. If you want to see something, come back and see the bench press. And definitely stay around for the deadlift. You're going to want to watch Adrian McGee, Danny McGauley, Dion Thomas, and Lewis Maxwell deadlift. You're going to come back and see him. Fitzsimmons will be joining us here in the bench press, and then we'll be ready to go. So we'll just be back in about 15 minutes. And we're back here at the IPF World Open Powerlifting Championships 2018, Homestead, Sweden, brought to you by Eleiko. We're here at the Special Olympics session, and it's been hot and heavy. Maxwell has a 250-kilo squat. That is a monstrous squat. He gave 272.5 a ride. That's what he came here for. He didn't get it. I'm sure he's not happy with himself. He's going to come back and train harder and hit it again. But we're getting ready for the bench press right now. Géraldine Fitzsimmons is going to be our first athlete up in a minute at 52.5 kilos. So these athletes are here for a couple of reasons. One, they train, compete, and are the best in their sport. They deserve to be here. The other is to start promoting Special Olympics powerlifting all over the world. Folks, if you're a referee, if you're a coach, if you know somebody who could use the Special Olympics program, you need to get involved. If you're a coach or referee, spend the day, find a Special Olympics competition somewhere near you, get involved. It will be among the most rewarding things you ever do. It's easy to take out your checkbook and write a check to somebody, but it really shows love and caring and empathy if you go and help change people's lives. That's what you need to do. They need us more than they need our money, guys. Go out there, help them out. Right now we're counting down.
1 minute. Géraldine Fitzsimmons, 52.5 kg.
And we run this program exactly as we run the rest of the World Open Championships. The same spotters and loaders. We run a jury. These are all international referees. We use the same announcers, the same music. And if you see there, it's easy for Géraldine. You see her legs a little bit banged up there. She didn't join us in the squat because she was in the grocery, the supermarket, and some unthinking gentleman ran into her with a trolley, banged her knee up. But she still decided to come because she wants to bench and deadlift. She wants to be a part of this program and help show the world that Special Olympics is necessary, not just for the people involved directly as competitors, but for us. We need this. Adrian McGee's up now, 70 kilos on the bar. Adrian is a very, very good cabinet maker. Takes pride in his work. There you go. Virtually perfect form right there by Adrian McGee.
Yes, that's a good lift. 72.5 kg on the bar.
You know, and this helps so much because they have to follow the commands. Gets the press command there. Goes up. Beautiful. One of the big initiatives of Special Olympics is what's been termed unified powerlifting. So they'll take an open lifter, team them with the Special Olympics lifter. They'll bring up the Wilks formula, which takes into account sex, takes into account body weight. They'll add the Wilks together. Whichever team does best gets the gold medal. And Danny is also being coached by the open team coaches, Dean Bowering.
Good job, Daniel.
There he is. Look at how happy Danny is. Hey, look at Dean. You can't see Dean's face there, but Dean is just beaming. I haven't seen him this happy all week. Great Britain's had some good performances, but I haven't seen Dean smile more than he just smiled now. All right, here comes Dion Thomas, the godfather of U.S. Special Olympics powerlifting. Dion's a certified IPF coach. He went to Malaga, Spain. He took the course, and now he's back in the U.S. bringing people in. Maxwell, who we saw squat 250 kilos and give 272.5 a ride. He brought Lewis in. Lewis brought Adrian in, and now Adrian's going to start bringing people in. There he goes. Look at him go up there. He has got some swagger going. I've known Lewis since 2012. Met him in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico at the World Open down there.
On up. Good job. And the referee saying that's a good lead.
There you go. And we were there in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, 2012 during Hurricane Sandy. But the only storm we had there in Aguadilla was Dion Thomas on the platform. Right now, Lewis Maxwell is coming up. 250 kilo squat now, opening at 135 kilo bench press. And wait till you see him deadlift.
Here he comes. Come on, Luis.
He calls Dion the master. Dion's only 2 years older than him, and he wants to learn from Dion and be just as much an influence on the younger lifters and younger athletes in Special Olympics. These guys are taken out of their schedule to come here, the coaches, the athletes, because they want to build this program worldwide. Unified powerlifting is a way to get it out there, as is the lifting we do here at World Open Championship. We do it every single year. And there we go.
Oh, yeah. It's very easy, and that's a good lift.
There we go. That's a good lift.
We're going to have 1 minute break. 1 minute break.
All right, so because we only have 5 lifters here, we will take a 1 minute break here. If there needs to be a minimum of 6 in a flight. So if there's only 5 people, we add a minute, as if there's an extra lifter in there, so on and so forth. If there were 4, there would be 2 minutes added. So in the squat, we added 2. Here we just add 1. Géraldine Fitzsimmons will be up. Remember, she got hit with that trolley in the store, a little bruised up. You can see it on her right knee when she comes out. It's not affecting her in the bench press, and it won't affect her in the deadlift. The way we do it is we put the 2 minutes on the clock, let it run, then load for the first lifter in the flight.
All right, we are loading the bar.
There we go. And these spotters and loaders have been fantastic all week long.
That means
they are very professional. You know, you see them all dressed totally identical. They are in identical, absolutely identical uniforms. They consider themselves athletes themselves. They're all power lifters. They train, and you watch how serious they are. If you come and you tune in to watch the next session, super heavyweights, you will see the intensity in their eyes when they're helping with these lifts. Right now, Géraldine Fitzsimmons will be up, 57.5 kilos on the bar.
Géraldine Fitzsimmons, right break. McGauley next lifter.
That is easy. That's perfect form there, too. Gets her elbows in, presses it out.
75 kgs on the bar. Lifter Daniel McGauley, right break.
Here comes Daniel McGauley. Danny boy, 75 kilos. Now watch, Dean Bowering right there has got to hold him back. He's ready to charge up. See, Dean's kind of holding him. Danny is just so excited to get out there and lift.
McGee, next lifter.
Look, I feel the same way. I'm a little more controlled on the outside than Danny, but I live for this, and so does Danny McGauley. He's exactly like every other athlete here. We're most at home among powerlifting and our powerlifting family. That is an easy 75-kilo raw attempt there by a kid weighing just over, weighing about 57.5 kilos. There he goes, running off all happy.
165 pounds.
There he goes. Watch the press. Beautiful. He can handle a lot more, too. Gave up his arch a little bit there. Back flattened out. All right, here comes Adrian McGee.
USA, 165 pounds.
Adrian has a good squat of 110. He nailed his 70-kilo opener on the bench. Now he's going for 75 kilos. And when I was doing the pre-production interviews back there, each of these athletes, it's so intense. They want to tell their story. They want to get Special Olympics out there. And they look you dead in the eye when you're talking to them, and you can feel the intensity. Right there, Adrian McGee, 75 kilos worth of intensity. All right, Dion Thomas is up now, the Godfather. 105 kilos on the bar. That's 231 pounds, folks. That's 2 big black plates at your local gymnasium. He makes this look easy. This is not a light bench press.
231 pounds. Come on, Dion.
Watch how clean this is. Your feet,
Maxwell,
butt, shoulders, and head must stay in their original position. Head must be down on the bench. And watch how easily Dion handles this weight. There he goes. Look at the swagger. He loves this.
Come on, up.
There he goes.
Yes, that's
outstanding.
142.5.
Absolutely outstanding.
14 pounds.
Watch this. Elbows go in.
Maxwell,
They flare a little bit, but he's able to push that out. When you're working with the athletes, the biggest challenge with them is kinesthetic sense, them knowing where their limbs are in space. So you have to come up with alternate strategies to be able to teach them the movements properly. But once they learn them, they keep the movement patterns. It's just a little bit harder for them to pattern. So, hey, it is what it is. Here it is, 142.5 for Lewis Maxwell. It's 314 pounds. This is about what he was looking for. He and I were talking, and I think we wanted to go somewhere between 140 and 145. He's splitting that right in the middle to 142.5. If he smashes this, they might take a big run, try for something. But this, I think, will be a personal best for him right here.
Up.
Wow.
Job,
and a personal best just went that easily. I don't know where you go from that. He went 135, took a 7-kilo jump to 142.5.
1 minute. Another 1 minute breaks.
You know, and one of the things that I'd like to see is the Special Olympics has an initiative called Unified Powerlifting. It's where open-level athletes team directly with a Special Olympian. They work by formula. They combine, so the total of their two Wilks scores are combined together. The winners are then awarded medals based on total score. It's awesome for the open athletes. It's awesome for Special Olympics. Hey, and it's great for the audience too. It works perfectly. So, you know, we don't look at these athletes as anything different than athletes. The same way that we don't look, you know, better upon the super heavyweights than we do upon the lightweights, or look better upon the men than we do on the women. Great lifting is great lifting. It all has to be put into context. We don't expect a 52-kilo woman masters lifter to attempt the poundages of a 120-kilo male open lifter. We just don't. They're both great performances, and we need to analyze them for what they are in their context. Right now, Géraldine Fitzsimmons is coming out. She was good at 52 and a half, good at 57 and a half. Now she's trying 60 kilos. If I was a betting man, I'd go right there and make my bet that she's going to nail this 60 kilos. You know, and again, she's playing injured, folks.
1 minute. Géraldine,
She got hit with that trolley. You can see that right knee's a little bit banged up. She was upset about not being able to squat for us, but she wanted to come here anyway and represent Great Britain, represent Special Olympics. And she is very eloquent when she speaks about the sport, about the other people in the sport too.
Come on, up.
And there you go.
Yes, congratulations, well done.
I wish every sports bet went as well as that one. She did very well there. All right, now starting third attempts. And then we're going to head right into the deadlift. We'll take a 20-minute break. Danny McGauley, Great Britain, is up. Went 72 and a half kilos, 75 kilos, then 77 and a half.
Followed in 1 minute. McGauley, Great Britain. McGee,
So Danny took 2 gold medals in the Commonwealth Games in South Africa. He took 4, and Special Olympics Summer Games in Sheffield, England. He took silver medal. Right here, he's attempting 77 and a half kilo bench, 170 pounds.
Come on, up. Good job.
That is just outstanding.
77.5 kgs on the bar, record for Adrian, McGee, USA.
He just went running off the stage there. He is so happy. Right past Big Dean Bowering. Dino's just absolutely glowing. I mean, he's got the look of a father with a newborn baby right there. He is so excited. And I am not exaggerating here. He is just having more fun. Here comes Adrian McGee right now. Good at 70, good at 75. Now he's called for 77 and a half kilos. That's a nice jump right there. 5 kilos and then 2.5. This is good coaching here by Todd. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Sorry, that's a good lift.
And we have the same announcer we use for the rest of the World Open Championships, Johnny Vicklin. We have a jury set up who oversees the referees. We have 3 international referees on the platform. This is the same weights, the same spotters and loaders, the same racks. It is the same sport. There's not Special Olympics powerlifting. There's only powerlifting. These athletes just happen to be Special Olympians. Right now, Dion Thomas, the godfather of American powerlifting Special Olympics. Good at 100, good at 105, got a little swagger up there. Going to try to hit 107.5, 237 pounds for Dion Thomas. Wow, that is easy.
Yes.
For the godfather. That bench press was so easy, he didn't have to leave a horse's head in anybody's bed. There he goes. So, what you've seen here is some great coaching, some great lifting, and you're going to see some more. Stay right here. Lewis Maxwell had a massive 250 kilo squat. Opened at 135 in the bench, went 142 and a half. Now going 145. That's some good coaching. 7.5 kilo jump, now a 2.5 kilo. That 142 and a half was a bit slow. That was a personal record. This is another personal record, 145 kilos, 319 pounds for Lewis Maxwell.
Come on, Luis, let's go. Sorry. Loaded. Shit.
There you go. All right, he didn't get it quite, but he came away with a personal best. That's what every athlete wants to do, come away with a personal best. I'm telling you, these guys are really intense. I'm having fun. As exciting as all the rest of the meet is, I am. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. These coaches, these kids, their dedication, these people have got me just fired up. So we'll be back in about 16 minutes. Come on back. We're going to see the deadlift. These guys got some big deadlifters. Dion Thomas, Lewis Maxwell, going to pull big. Come back and see us. And we're back again. I'm Elliot Feldman. We're here at the 2018 IPF World Open Championships right here in Homestead, Sweden, brought to you by Eleiko. We have gotten to train at the Eleiko Training Center. It's been a beautiful place. We had our General Assembly meeting, our Congress there. They are great friends to the sports of powerlifting, and they've thrown their full support here behind this Special Olympics session at World Opens. So right now, we're going to get started in about a minute and a half. We have some really, really big lifts right now. Lewis Maxwell squatted 250. He benched 142.5. He's opening at 275 here. Dion Thomas squatted 127.5, missed his first two and just smoked the third one. I mean, us lifters know that happens sometimes. Got a 107.5 kilo bench and then going to try to deadlift 207.5. I say try to. He will deadlift 207.5. So we're really trying to feature these athletes and build this up. In Dubai next year, 2019, we will have the World Open Powerlifting Championships there. We are going to try to do this again. We've done it for the last few years, most of the years between 2012 and now we've done it. We're trying to set it up for Dubai. For those who are Special Olympic athletes affiliated with an IPF affiliate in whatever country that you're in, if you would like to put in your name for possible acceptance to lift in this session in Dubai, if it happens, you're going to contact Chip Hultquist. It's Chip, C-H-I-P, H-U-L-T, Q-U-I-S-T, all one word, at gmail.com. I'll give you that a few more times. But you want to contact Chip Hultquist, here comes a Danny McGauley, 95 kilos. Now, these are the exact same standards that we use for the rest of the Open Championship. Johnny Vickland, our announcer, is here. We have our jury and international referees on the platform. There we go.
Good job.
Beautiful.
It's a good lift. 125 kgs, 275 pounds. Géraldine, Fitzsimmons, Great Britain.
And there we go.
Bar loaded, 1 minute. Géraldine.
Bar is loaded for Géraldine Fitzsimmons, 125 kilos. She's come to us here from Great Britain. Unfortunately, she was in the store. Some unthinking person ran into her with a full trolley, banged her right knee up. So all she is benching and deadlifting today. She wanted to come here like any great athlete. She wanted to compete. And there you go. That's a great opening attempt right there. 60 kilos for her.
160 kgs on the bar. 352.7.
So her personal best in this is 130. I think she'll exceed that today. That 125 looked pretty easy. But she really wanted to come and show you how well she squats. Her personal best in the squat is 189 kilos. It's a shame we didn't get to see her. But now Adrian McGee's up, USA, 160 kilos on the bar. That's very easy.
That's a good lift.
I think Adrian is now on pace for a PR total. Right now, here comes the godfather of USA Special Olympics powerlifting, Dion Thomas, the master. 207.5 kilo opener, 457 pounds.
1 minute.
Dion brought on Lewis Maxwell and coached him. Lewis Maxwell brought on Adrian McGee and is coaching him. It's just like every other powerlifter who's been brought into the sport. You were brought in by somebody. You were trained by somebody. Dion Thomas went to do the IPF coaching class in Malaga, Spain. He is a certified IPF powerlifting coach, and he wants to coach all over the world. Indeed, he has lifted all over the world. Watch the swag right here, the swagger on Dion Thomas, the master, the Godfather, opening at 207.5, 457 pounds. There he is. All right.
Good job, Dion.
Looks at the lights, says, I knew it.
275 kg.
And now, you thought 207.5 was big. Watch Lewis Maxwell, 275 kilos, 606 pounds. And again, we're going to try to do this exact same thing, actually on a much larger scale in Dubai. We're hoping to get it done in 2019, the IPF World Open Championships there.
1 minute, Louis Maxwell.
Bar is loaded. For Lewis, don't call me Louis Maxwell. He prefers Lewis. And you got a man this intense and this big, you call him what he'd like to be called.
Looks so easy, Louis.
King Lewis Maxwell right there. 275 kilos, 606. So now, since we only have 5 deadlifters, we're going to add a minute. We're going to run a minute off the clock to give them time. If you have fewer than 6 athletes, fewer than 6 lifters, you add 1 minute up to 3 minutes total, depending on how many athletes are in. So we've got 5. We'll add 1 minute compensatory time to the flight. Once that minute is over, they will then load for the first lifter in the flight. And so if you guys want to try, anybody out there, if you are a Special Olympics athlete and you are in an IPF affiliate, you can contact Chip Holquist. I'm going to give you his email address. It's CHIPHultQuist, Chip Holquist at gmail.com. He's not only building Special Olympics in the USA, he's trying to build it all over the world. He's dedicated his life to this.
For Special Olympics.
All right, there's Dean Bowering coaching Danny McGauley. Dean is an open world champion in his own right. Great lifter, fun guy. Great sense of humor. Watch him. He's hanging on to Danny's belt right there. Because when they call bar loaded, Danny just wants to charge up there and get it going. He's looking at an attempt of 102.5. He went 77.5, 95, 102.5. There's Dean holding on to his belt, lets him go.
Come on, pull, up.
And there you go.
Good job, Daniel, good job.
95, a 102.5. There you go. So he's got a 120 squat on the board, a 77.5 kilo bench, and a 102.5 deadlift. Now up, Géraldine Fitzsimmons, Great Britain. Got a 125 kilo deadlift on the board. She's looking for 132.5. And guys, I know she didn't squat today because of that trolley accident, but she has a personal best of 189. You think 132 kilo deadlift is big? 189 is a huge classic squat. There she is, pulls. And that smile, everybody cheering, a little applause. 3 white lights for Géraldine Fitzsimmons. And that is a new personal best there. Doesn't matter who you are, how big you are, how old you are, your sex. when you get a personal best, it feels great. Right up now is going to be Adrian McGee.
385 pounds. Come on, Adrian.
175 kilos. He went 160, a 15-kilo jump to 175 kilos for Adrian McGee. 385 pounds for this cabinet maker from the USA.
Come on, let's go. Pull up.
Well, let's see what happens here. He's smiling.
Good job, Adrian.
And it is a good lift. Adrian McGee.
On the bar. Lifter Dion Thomas, 485 pounds.
Here goes Dion Thomas, the master, the godfather, good at 207.5. Now he's taking 220. It's a big 485 kilo deadlift.
485 pounds, 220 kgs. Come on, Dion.
And I know what he's come here looking for. He's looking for 227.5 or more on his third, but he's got to hit this 220 right here.
Come on, pull. Come on, Dion. Up.
There we go. That is just awesome for him. All right. So Dion is now set up for that 227.5. We'll see what Coach Todd does. But now, Lewis Maxwell, King Lewis, not King Louie, because he's better than that guy. He's King Lewis, 305 kilos on the bar, 672 pounds. And if you're out there, you're a Special Olympian, you know a Special Olympian. We're going to try and do the same event, but on a much larger scale. Next year at the IPF World Open Championship in Dubai, you're going to want to contact Chip Hultquist, ChipHultQuist @gmail.com if you would like to be considered for selection. Wow. Good Lord Almighty. There we go. King Lewis. All right, so now as we have through all three disciplines, all the attempts, we're going to put an extra minute onto the clock, because if there's fewer than 6 athletes, in this case we have 5, we'll add a minute. If there were 4, we'd add 2. And this event is run exactly the same as the rest of the sessions here. The World Open Championship, Halmstad, Sweden, sponsored by Alico. All righty, and there we see is a lot of green up on the board there. These athletes are not only strong and dedicated, but they're well coached. If you look at some of the spacings there, 275 to 305 to 325 for Lewis Maxwell. Jody Fitzsimmons, 125, 7.5 kilo jump to 132.5, and then a small 2.5 kilo jump to 135. She's already got a personal best. She wants to extend it a little bit. And now the clock has expired. We're loading the minute for Danny McGauley from Great Britain. His newfound joy is they have a Yugoslav-style pizza here with bacon and onion. It is his new favorite food. He was good at 95, good at 102.5, now calling for 107.5. The big Dean Bowery sitting there, got his hand holding his belt. They're going to call bar loaded. He's going to go charging right up there. So we've been trying to do this every year since 2012. I first met Dion and the coaching staff down there in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, for the World Open Powerlifting Championships there in 2012. Bar is loaded for Danny McGauley, Great Britain.
Fitzsimmons, next lifter.
And we have the same crew here, the same great TV crew. There we go. Announcer.
Good job, Daniel.
Johnny Vicklin. We have our jury. And we have IPF referees in the chair, the same spotting and loading team that's been working for us all week and doing a fantastic job. I'll tell you what, the championship secretary, the meet director, the club that helps put it on have been great. The facility here in Homestead is just awesome. It's immaculate. The chef in the restaurant here put out special food for us. It's been absolutely great. No corners are cut on this championship whatsoever. It's been a great experience here, as it's been the last few years at Worlds. I am sure Dubai will be as good, if not even better. Right now, Géraldine Fitzsimmons is up 135 kilos on the bar. This will set a new personal best for her. Pull, 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 pull. There you go.
Good job. Let's see what
and she has got to be happy with that. It's a smile. Look at that. She thanks the spotters and loaders.
418 pounds.
And the regular GB coaching staff is coaching them. So everybody is here doing what they got to do. Adrian McGee's up now 190 kilos. He went 160. 15-kilo jump to 175. Now another 15-kilo jump to 190.
Adrian McGee, you were saying 419 pounds, 190 kgs. Come on, Adrian.
I'll tell you what, I was tired when I woke up this morning. Something I ate last night didn't really sit well. But I got in here and was asked to do this, and I was happy to oblige because it is so much fun. And I just love seeing these athletes.
Come on, up.
All right, big round of applause there for him.
Round of applause.
I believe that's Adrian's first miss of the day. He just done great for himself. And now, one of my favorite people in the world, Dion Thomas, the Godfather, the Master. Opened at 207.5, went to 220. Now taking a nice jump, 7.5 kilos to 227.5. I told you guys before we started this meet that that's what he wanted, 227.5. It is 501 pounds. This is a big deadlift here for Dion Thomas. Watch him come out. Watch the swagger. This man knows what he can do. Watch him walk up there and mount the platform. He enjoys this contest, and he has always got a smile on his face. Following right behind him is going to be his protege, King Lewis Maxwell. Nah, just a bit much for him today. Just a bit much. That's all right. And now here we come to round out this competition. King Lewis Maxwell. He had a massive 250-kilo squat. A massive 142.5 kilo bench press. And now, after going 275 and 305 on his first two attempts at deadlift, he is going to attempt and complete 325 kilos. This is what he came here for, 325, 716 pounds. This will be the heaviest deadlift in the history of IPF-affiliated Special Olympics.
Come on, up.
Oh.
A little too heavy. A round of applause.
So he already had that. We're not sure the number. That 305 probably got it for him. But again, this is a big event. This is absolutely awesome. So we're going to try talking to Gaston Parage and Chip Hulkfist. We are going to make an attempt to have an even bigger event next year in Dubai 2019 IPF World Open Powerlifting Championships. If you are a Special Olympics athlete, or a Special Olympics lifter affiliated with an IPF affiliate, and you would like to be considered for selection, you will contact Chip Holquist. Here is the email address: CHIPHultQuist@gmail.com. That's Chip Holquist. Let me tell you, it's been my privilege. I'm Elliot Feldman. It's been my privilege to be here, and I actually say a privilege, and you can hear it in my voice how excited I am to be here. We're going to do a medal ceremony in a little bit. Make sure you come back at 1 o'clock Central European time. We'll be starting our 120-kilo men to finish up the week. But this has been awfully great here. So for me, Elliot Feldman, make sure you come back at 1 o'clock. Woof, woof. See ya.
I'd like to introduce the people who are going to hand over the medals. That's the IPF president, Mr. Gaston Farage, a round of applause, together with the vice president, Mr. Sigurjón Peterson from Iceland. Starting, they are going to have a small memory, the glass stuff. That's a memory. They have been here for the Special Olympics, World Powerlifting. We are starting with only woman. We're going to hand over some medals for Géraldine Fitzsimmons from Great Britain. She took in the bench press 93 kgs. Géraldine, would you please stand up on the top? On the top. Hand over. Get the gold medal in the bench press. Deadlift also, and even the total. So we have the other one for the deadlift. And so we have for the total also. So we have another medal for her total result because she was only competing in the bench and deadlift. But we're going to hand over especially awards for that. And also you're going to have a trophy as the best female lifters. And ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand up for the national anthem of Great Britain? Stand up, please. Round of applause for Géraldine Fitzsimmons, Great Britain. We are just counting for the Willis points for the squats. Just hold on a second. Okay, for the squat, the bronze medal goes to Adrian McGee on 95.73 Wilks points. Yeah, the silver medal goes to McGauley, Great Britain on 176. The gold medal in squat by weights formula goes to Maxwell, USA on 137.9. Yes, you got the gold in squat by the weights. Photos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you can go down, please. We're gonna hand over also for the bench. Okay, the bronze medal in the bench press was going to Dion, USA, 68.57 points. Silver medal goes to McGauley, Great Britain, 68.95. McGauley. The gold medal goes to Maxwell, USA, on 17.6. Thank you. Thank you. So we are counting for the deadlift. For the deadlift, the bronze medal goes to Dion, USA on 140.34. Silver medal goes to Adrian McGee, Great Britain on 152.30. Oh, sorry, USA. And the gold medal goes to Louise Maxwell, USA on 168.18. Thank you. So we are starting with a total on Wilk's formula. Bronze medal goes to Dion Thomas, United States of America, 290.24.
For the fourth place. Later. Ah, okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry, we are for the total now, so I forgot that. Yeah. We hand over for the fourth place. It's going to Daniel McGauley, Great Britain, 271.33. Good, please stand up. We're gonna hand over a special trophy for you. Sorry for that. Now we got the bronze medal in total goes to Dion Thomas on 290.24. You gotta wait there. And we're gonna also hand over trophy for the third best lifter, Dion. The silver medal goes to Adrian McGee, USA, 315.48. Wilk's formula. Okay. And also special trophy for you. And the gold medal in total goes to USA and Louise Maxwell, 384.60. And also a super trophy to Super Louise for the best lifter by weight. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand up for the national anthem of the United States of America? Give all the lifters a round of applause for fantastic performance in powerlifting. Special Olympics.